I'm rolling into destiny, shouting into my promise. What? Morning. Good morning. It is Millionaire Monday, and we're live. Oh yeah. How was you guys' weekend? Let me figure out how to share this good stuff before we get started. I'm super excited about this one. We have one more week in the wonderful week of October. We're getting close to only 8 weeks left in the year. My goodness, I'm so excited. I really am. But I'm technology delayed, and so I'm trying to figure out how to share it. I don't know. Listen, if you're here, drop me a hi. Hey, Martha. Hey, Jasmine. Listen, drop me a hi. Share this, please. I'm super excited about this Millionaire Monday. We're going to talk about the T of scaling from 6 figures to multiple 6 figures or millionaire. Woo! I have already set my plan to become the millionaire firm next year. Never thought that I would decide to do that. But once you sit down and set a plan, you see how easy it is. It really isn't a challenge when you know what you need to do to make it happen, right? Okay, so I'll share this later because I'm technology delayed. I don't know how to share it. And let's just get into this. We're gonna talk today about leverage. Like, what are those things that'll help you get to the next level, that'll prevent you from being super stressful, get rid of some of the overwhelmness, and get you the financing that you're gonna need, right? And the number one thing for me was time. Leveraging time and having some form of time management. There was a time where I would work until 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and it was because I was not managing my time well and I didn't have processes. Like, we have to learn to focus on what you do best and automate the rest. That means somebody in your inbox that want to set an appointment with you, that needs to be automated. You don't need to be sending them your appointment calendar. You can use a bot or some kind where they know exactly where it is, your appointment calendar. It should be on your Facebook. It should be on your Instagram. It should be on your Shopify website or your WordPress website. It should be streamlined so you don't have to waste time doing that. That's not your area of genius. Don't focus on that. If you have an invoicing thing, you're service-based and you need to invoice or something like that, listen, hey, Ashley, automate those invoices. Listen, you're an online seller, Buy It Live, Comment So, Shopify, all of these automations, lean into that so that you can use your hands to produce your product or pack your product or do inventory. I don't know. Yeah, Monday morning, have a beer. I don't think so, Ashley, especially since I don't drink. But you want to automate those processes that are really time wasters, busy work, right? You want to automate it. Your invoices, if you got some customer feedback where you're using an email campaign or something like that, automate it. Your appointment calendar, automate it. Even some of your classes, you create a class, package it, record it, and then put it on a platform, Thinkific or Teachable. Put it on a platform and sell it that way, and continue to focus on your own individual growth and what you need to do to get to the next level in your career or in your business, with your employees or your contractors, which will lead us into your next stage of leverage, which is other people's talent. You need skillful help. I don't know who told us that we can do everything by ourselves, but they lied. This is the number one reason why you are so overwhelmed. You hit 50K or you hit six figures and you are completely in the burnout mode. Why? Because you refuse. Somebody told you way back when that you didn't need help. It's a lie. You don't need help if you want to stay poor. But if you want to tap into prosperity, you need some help. If you want to regain some of your time, some real financial freedom, create some passive income, leverage other people's skills, leverage other people's success, leverage those connections. You need talent. And so now you have to decide whether you need a contractor or whether you're going to want to have an employee. Both of those help. Both of those, you will be able to leverage their skills, their talents, their connections. But contractors tend not to be as dedicated to your business as you would be. And so that is something you need to think about when you're getting ready to grow to the next level. You might want somebody, a teammate, a team player, a partner that you know that is got your back thick and thin. Me as an accountant, I'm a business advisor, and so I do not win. Hey, Chelsea. Oh, okay. I'm glad. But as a business owner, as an accountant, I partner with business owners, right? And so I help them take their financial data and use that to make advisory decisions, right? We can prove whether it's going to work or not by the data. We can prove that, but I'm invested in them. I tell every one of my clients, I think Ashley is on here, that I don't win unless they do. And so you need to think about that when you decide whether you want a contractor or employee. Because an employee, they don't get no pay increase unless you make more money, right? And so their mindset may be a little different. To a contractor, you just 1 in 10, 1 in 100, 1 in 20. And so, hey, Shasta. So you want to make sure that this is something you're thinking about, because remember, we're trying to get to 1 million and you can't do that by yourself. So you want qualified, skillful, dedicated people that's going to move your vision to the next level. Remember, the Bible said, write the vision, make it plain. So they is the employees. They might not be the contractor, but they will run with it. It's a team. And so I know that everybody seems to think that you can do it by yourself. You can't. And even for me, when I got ready to hire employees, it's scary, right? Because you've created this baby and it's growing, and you don't want to fail your clients. You don't want to fail your customers. You probably haven't written down your processes like you should have. And so now you're like, if I get help, will they do it right? Or, what do my clients think about it? But you got to remember, you're building a legacy, right? So you want this business to last when you're gone. You're creating wealth. So you want this business to be one stream of your multi-income, right? You even want to think about your exit strategy. Do you want to run this business forever or manage this business? Or are you prepared to sell it 5-10 years down the line? Because that's something you might want to do too. And if the processes and the systems and the employees aren't together, then when it goes for evaluation, which accountants do that, right? We're looking at this stuff. And you may not get 1.5 times your revenue or 2.5 times your revenue. Your business may only be worth, 0.5% of your 50% of your revenue. When if you would have done it right the first time, take the time to build the systems, to build out where you want to be and set the scaling like you need to, the footsteps into building it to the $1 million range where it can actually run without you. Then it's got a higher, it's got a higher resale value, if you will. And then finally, you need resources. Oh my God. We're still in the pandemic, but it was so much money that the government was offering to help, right? And there was tons of small business owners that said, I couldn't get money, right? And the reason why, the number one reason why, was not because they weren't giving money out. It was because you weren't prepared. You had no business relationship with a banker. You unbanked. Cash App, Square, PayPal, that is not a financial institution. It's not a financial institution. The loan officers want to know that you are set up to be successful as a business owner. And so they want to see your business's income, not yours. They want to see your business's expenses, not yours. They want to see how much you coming in. Like, you can go to a smaller bank and have a loan officer talk to you, and they'll tell you, I need to see regular deposits, or I'd like to see you gross $10,000 a month. I'd like to see your minimum balance stay above 3,500. These are things you need to know, because if you decide that you need more inventory, if you decide that you need employees, and employees have an additional cost, right? You got some tax issues behind that. Where's the capital coming from? Do you really want to break into your bottom line, or would you like to use somebody else's money and keep yourself afloat so you can grow, right? And so be mindful that what the hustle that got you to 6 figures won't build you to 7 figures, right? I tell people all the time, don't hustle, build. Like, anybody can make 6 figures. I know you think, oh, 6 figures is so much money, but it's really not. When you get to 6 figures, it's not. But anybody can make 6 figures. You can't sustain it without a system, and you can't grow it without a system. And so that's all that I have today. That's it. Hey, Cherie. Hey, Shannon. That is it. If this was good for you guys, please share. I have not looked at the news yet because I've just had such a good morning. I was like, I don't want to work today. Tax season has officially ended. If you guys did not see that video, listen, I have hair that my child did, like a digital tech thing. So I thought it was funny. That's why I put it in there, because 2020 tax season was rough for me. It was really, really rough for me. Thank you, Cherie. And so that's why I put it in there. I thought it was fun. But I will check out the news and see if there's anything important that you guys should know about. I will share it. I'll hop back on, because today is a planning day, really, for me. Got a few sales tax things that I need to do. But after that, that's pretty much it. I'm going to do some training with some of my employees, and that is exciting because, like you guys, I am... Oh, I didn't want to preach, but that's good. I hope you're ready to scale. Like, I really believe God told me it was millionaire season, and there is stuff that we have to do to hit that millionaire mark, or even the multi 6-figure mark. There is stuff. It's not crazy, girl. It's not crazy. It is so easy, especially when you got a plan. It's so easy. It's so easy. You notice that everybody that I work with, thank God, but because they had a plan and they had a vision and they decided to partner with me and other people, not just me, but me and other people, we were very successful during the pandemic. I'm in this office. I didn't have this prior to the pandemic. You understand that? Business have closed down and filed for bankruptcy and have not reopened for lack of planning. You gotta have a plan. You gotta have a plan, and you gotta have a strategy. You gotta know where you're going. Like, when you get in the car and you say, I'm just driving around aimlessly, you'll end up anywhere. And that's what it's like when you decide we're gonna start a business with no forward goal. What are you reaching for? You know what I mean? What's your why? If you say you want to make $10,000, why? What is $10,000 going to do for you? What's it going to do for your family? What is your business? What is its impact on the people around you, your community? You know, I don't care to teach, but I love to have people empowered and change their mindset around money and change their mindsets around what they can do with their business. Like, it's so many streams to a business. Like, a business is multifaceted, right? There's marketing, there's sales, there's where you retain your customers, there's connections, right? There's even the fact that some people just listen to you but can't afford to buy from you yet. However, they may just share and bring on other people and say, hey, I think he or she got what you need, or they sell the t-shirts you want, or they offer the cups or something you want. What is the steps in want to create a creative plan? I can say what I want all the time. The number one thing you want to do is write your vision. And I was just thinking about offering a live business planning session. You know, we all do that for the new year, right? We have our vision board, but most people don't do that with their business. And it's kind of along that lines. You need to write your vision first. Start there, because that's the anchor for everything after, right? What do you want your business to be? Or what do you want your own life to be? You know, when you're a little kid and you dream of being a doctor, what does that look like, right? Then your mission is why. Who are you called to serve? Why? Your purpose, why? You know, like, of course, I'm an accountant, but I'm called to serve a certain set of people. People that I work with have to have a vision. They can't just be hustling to make money. That won't work, because the stuff I tell my clients to do, they're like, what? You know what I mean? And so they have to have a vision so I can help them, right? So I can do my part. I carry it so they can walk into it. And there's going to be some stuff. Your plan is your GPS. God's plan success. Oh, I love that. God's plan success. I love that, Cherie. But yeah, I help them get to the next level, but it's on them to have the vision. I can't help you get to that future goal unless you have that. And that future goal is what's going to keep you moving when it's late at night and you're frustrated. That keeps you moving when sales are down, right? That keeps you moving when, you know, your family is chaotic. Your kids are bothering you, your husband is bothering you, or your wife is bothering you. That keeps you moving, because you can look at that and say, okay, I didn't quite hit $100 today, but tomorrow I will, right? Today I didn't, tomorrow I will. You know, I talked to 5 people today and I couldn't close the deal. That's okay. Some will, some won't, some do, some don't, right? So these people, they didn't, but tomorrow they will. And so you got to be mindful of that, because your vision is to get to the next level. Your vision is to make the 6 figures. Your vision is to make, you know, $1 million so that you can have a scholarship fund. Me and some of my good friends, like, we give and we sow into people all the time. And I was talking to one of my good friends and I said, you know what? When I make the $500,000 mark, I said, I'm going to develop a scholarship, right? Because I noticed with my group of friends that we don't mind investing in other people. Like, if I call a friend and say, hey, you know, I need X, Y, Z. Like, my friends are why I was able to obtain my CPA license. Me and my husband didn't have it at the time. The extra money, we didn't have it. I paid for one exam. My friend Sandy paid for one. My friend Penny paid for another one, and another friend paid for one. When I took my first major client, it's because they said, hey, do it. I was like, I don't want to. I had some personal issues going on and I didn't want to. I was scared, but they helped me. They were like, do it. And I did it. And all those years later, here I am. Like, I've already made 6 figures this year. I do have 2 employees. Like, I'm in my own office this year. And I really am, at this point, I've answered the call and I'm walking in my purpose. And my vision, your vision is God's given. It's God given to you. It's God given to you. So write it out and look at it so somebody can help you make it happen. Like, I'm a firm believer that there's 2 types of people. There's those that let it happen, and then there's those that make it happen. Be that person that make it happen. I'm not telling you that it's not going to be easy. I don't know if Ashley's still on here, or Shannon. Some of my clients know I answer at 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Hey, Sashta. Yeah, you do remember. But I'm not telling you that it won't be easy. It's gonna be easy because it's not. I'm not going to lie to you. You're not gonna tell me a year from now that I said blah 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 and it was gonna be rainbows and sunshine. Lie. I did not say that. It's going to be a challenge. But anything that's worth it is worth fighting for. The Bible says faith without works is dead. So that means you have to do something. You have to do something. You have to move your feet, and you have to move your feet consistently. And you have to be persistent. And you have to be dedicated to what you're doing. So you're daily learning. You're daily talking to people. You're doing this kind of stuff that I'm doing right now where I'm not comfortable being in front of the camera. But at this point in my life and in my business, I have something to say, and I have something that is helpful, and I have something that is impactful. And I know that I'm a gatekeeper, right? And so I help people get access to the next level of wealth or their financial freedom. Hey, Shannon. I know that. And I don't always have to charge for that. This is my way of giving back. I love to see people win. If y'all Facebook friends with me, you know I share all the wins. I never tell you whether they're my client or not, but I share all the wins. I love seeing my clients win. I love it. And sometimes it increases my bottom line and sometimes it doesn't. Doesn't really matter. I love seeing people win. I promote everybody I'm attached to way more than I promote myself because I'm a team player. You know, I'm that leverage. I'm the talented leverage that you need to help you get to the next level. I'm a team player. Like you win, then I win. We win together. It's enough for everybody. But you got to have a plan. It does all start with your plan. If God could use his face to create, we have no excuse. It's in our DNA. That's right. It is absolutely in our DNA. Greatness is in our DNA. And I'm looking at this time, and I done talk way too long. Those that know me know I'm a chatty Cathy, but I don't want the internet to know that I talk too much, okay? And so thank you guys for honoring me with your time. If you enjoyed this, please share. Tell people about me. Hey, Anthony! I haven't talked to you in a long time. Hey, go back to school. If God is calling you to do it, do it. Do it. There's no lack in living in purpose. I have learned that. If you answer the call, right, and you live in your purpose, the funds will follow. There is no lack in living in purpose. There'll be somebody that didn't know you needed it and gave it to you for no reason. I was just thinking about you, and they'll send you something. Or somebody has money of yours that a business that you paid, 5 years ago, and they send you a check in the mail for a refund. If you are called to do it, I'm not saying it's easy because it's not. But if you are called to do it, the funds are going to follow. Just answer the call. That is your job. Your job is to answer the call. Seek you first the kingdom, right? Answer the call. And then everything will be added. Answer the call. Answer the call. That vision that you've been given, that is the call. That's the call. Answer the call. Don't worry about the funds. Hey, Kenya. It's new people on here today. Hey. Thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate it. Sash does. Yeah, there's no lack in living in purpose. Don't quote me. That's the Holy Spirit. I'm just saying that I've learned that over the years. Once I looked fear in the eye and did it anyway, right? And my mentor really helped me to do that. Dr. Dean, I don't know if she's on here today or not, but she really helped me to do that. Once I answered the call, I had to look fear in the eye and do it anyway, consistently, right? Consistently. Times were tough. Times are tough now. because I still have to search the tax law, look at what's going on in the politic climate. I have to pay attention because it affects my clients. I have children, 3, that are back to school like everybody else. So it's still tough right now. But once I answered the call, once I stood up in my purpose, everything that I needed financially, all the help that I needed to expand, it came. It came. And yes, I've been through a couple of employees this year trying to find out what was working. My vision has never changed, but my mission has changed. I had to realize that I only can work with people that have a vision, because my job as a gatekeeper is to partner with you. So I'm helping you to your next level. But it's not easy, but answer the call. There's greatness on the other side of fear. That is why fear is there, because he never wants you to get to the other side. There are so many people that are attached to you. Their blessing is in your hand, but you got to look fear in the eye. You got to answer the call, and you got to make it happen. I cannot tell you, and maybe sometime in November, I'll interview some of my clients on Millionaire Monday, but I cannot tell you, y'all not going to give me the crap. I put on makeup today. Okay? Listen. I cannot tell you guys how many clients that I've met that have worked with other accountants and have told me that I was waiting on somebody like you. And to think of how many years that I was afraid. I was just a talented stay-at-home mom. I didn't have to work. My husband is a provider. I didn't have to work. So answer the call. Answer the call. I am not about to cry, Cherie. Nope, not y'all. Not about to do that. No, ma'am. Nope. I got on eyeliner. Woo. Okay. So yeah, y'all got me out here really talking too much. So if you're ready to leverage to the $1 million mark or multiple 6 figures, right? Multiple 6 figures, you got to learn how to leverage your time management. Focus on the things that you are an expert in, your zone of genius, and automate the rest. Everything else that is time wasters, you automate it, right? And then you want to leverage skillful employees. That's other people's their time, their talents, their success, even some of their connections. You want to leverage that to grow to be bigger and better, and make sure that when you're doing that, you decide whether you want a contractor or an employee, because they do have 2 different streams. Employees seem to be more dedicated to your mission, right? Because they have to. They pay is directly attached to whether you win or you lose. A contractor, you're easily replaceable. That's just the truth. I didn't want to hurt nobody's feelings, but that really is the truth. And then finally, leverage resources. That means you need a banking relationship with a bank or credit union, some kind of financial institution, PayPal, Square, Stripe, Cash App, any of those that offer you a card is not what I'm talking about. You need an actual relationship so that you can go in and talk to somebody or call somebody and say, hey, I am thinking about 3, 6, 12 months from now, increasing my inventory, buying a warehouse, hiring employees. What do I need to do now to get me to that place so it'll be seen streamlessly for you? Because it's tough proving self-employment income, corporation income. It's tough. And so if you do the work now, it'll make it less of a hassle and less of a headache, 6 months from now or 12 years from now. That is why there's business owners right now still buying, property, still able to buy more inventory and all that, those kind of things. Is why they didn't miss out on the EIDL loan or the paycheck protection program, because they had everything in place prior to. So don't hustle, build. Don't hustle, build. And until next time, thank you guys for honoring me with your time. I'll see you guys next Monday for sure for Millionaire Monday. I am Nidra Kales.